What's up everyone and welcome to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle I never thought I'd see in a million years. Ramen, or Tangrowth, if you don't know him, is one of my favorite Pokemon I've ever used. He always comes through for me. He comes through in the clutch all the time. He's a great Pokemon. And I always actually wanted a video that showcased him, but not like this. This was the greatest thing I think I've ever done in my life. This is the Ramen sweep. So, I got Delphox, Aerodactyl, Ramen himself, Tentacruel, Exploud, and Durant. My opponents got Mamoswine, Aegislash, Azumarill, Greninja, Slowbro, and Hitmonlee. So the first thing I actually noticed when I looked at this team was the fact that it was so physically heavy. Obviously, Mamoswine, Azumarill, Hitmonlee absolutely have to be physical. Aegislash can run hybrid, but typically you see them physical, obviously. He's got Greninja as a special threat, and Slowbro, while he is a special attacker, doesn't really pose a whole lot of threat, especially to most stuff. So the obvious lead getting into this battle was going to be the Hitmonlee. I kind of figured that from the start. It's your typical anti-lead. It's got the fake out Unburden, and then it runs through teams. So what most people like to do is they like to bring out some kind of ghost to resist that. What I like to do instead, as I lead with Delphox, making for that fake out, I like to bring in particularly Ramen, because it makes the fake out work, and then he can't touch me, even if he's got Blaze Kick. So it completely wastes his Unburden there. So he's going to go ahead and hit that. Like, I'm completely fine with it. I've got no worries at all. And he actually has to withdraw. Like I said, that's the waste of the Unburden. Now, he brings in Greninja. This is what started the whole thing. I went for Giga Drain as opposed to Leech Seed, and I one-hit the Greninja. Now, I don't know, that was actually a crit, and I'm pretty sure that crit mattered. Typically, I would hit him for around 75% or so. So I do one-hit him, and that's a big threat down already. He brings in Lady Ganon here, that's a Mamoswine. This was the one physical threat I had to be worried about. But he goes straight for the Icicle Crash, as opposed to trying to set up rocks or anything. Does a solid half to me. Thankfully, I get a little bit of RNG hacks as I'm going to need, and I get the Giga Drain off, and that's going to hit Mamoswine really hard, take him down about 75%, just like it would have Greninja, really. Take my health all the way back up, almost. So he's just going to go for another Icicle Crash here. Again, praying for no flinch. Like I said, Ramen coming through in the clutch. He's like, what's a flinch? And we take him out with Giga Drain. So that's 2 down already, and probably two of his biggest, here's 2 biggest threats on the field down already. And with that big root, by the way, completely awesome. He heals up so much HP with the Leech Seed and Giga Drain with that. So he brings in Master Sword, another Zelda reference, loving it. And he goes for Sword Dance turn 1. Typically, what they normally do is they go for King Shield. So I always try to set up Leech Seed because it goes through it. But he does use a Sword Dance, but I'm okay with that. Even though I've actually taken +6 attacks from Aegislash all the time. Even like Sacred Sword doesn't do much. Iron Head is always his best option, and even that only does like 60% or so. So this thing does not threaten me at all. Now I know it's physical. So he's going to bring in, that's kind of a rude name, but he brings it in. It's Azumarill. And I went for knockoff there, trying to get off whatever item Aegislash had. And I hit off his Expert Belt, which is kind of different. So he's going to go for Superpower. Superpower means absolutely nothing to me, even Huge Power. It does a solid chunk, but obviously the big root set is going to completely obliterate Azumarill's HP here. It does a good, like, 85% or so, and I'm going to get almost all of my health back yet again. So it's absolutely awesome. There's just not much he can do to me. He's going to go for the Stab Play Rough. Now he's lost attack. It does considerably less damage, and I'm going to go ahead and take him out. So that's another Pokemon down. Azumarill's never really a threat to Ramen. The only thing it can do is Belly Drum and then Play Rough, and that hurts, but otherwise it's completely pointless against me. So bring us in, what? That's Slowbro. I could have told you that. Now this thing was kind of annoying. It's going to go for Protect turn 1, which is fine. I went for Giga Drain right off the bat. I realized at this point though I don't have any PP ups or anything. So I realized I was down to like 4 and I had to conserve them. So instead I'm going for Leech Seed because I want to try to like wall him out. He goes for Scald there. This is where I'm like, please don't burn me. Come on, Ramen, come through for me. So I get a little bit of Leech Seed of recovery, which is cool. And yet again, my HP's hovering around like 75%. So Ramen, after all this, is really not taking much. So I'm going to go for knockoff that time. I probably could have went for Giga Drain, but like I said, I was trying to conserve them. I was getting really low. And he's going to scald me, and unfortunately that time, he's going to go ahead and grab the burn, which is really good. I knew right off the bat, because I was already thinking sweep at this point, but right off the bat, I knew that was going to be a problem if I wanted to. Even though he only had the Aegislash and the Hitmonlee past this, I knew it would be a problem. So, thankfully with Leech Seed, I'm getting basically what I'm losing on burn back. I made a misplay here. I should have known he was going to go for Protect. I wasted another Giga Drain. And like I just said, I have to use these smart at this point in the match if I want to get the sweep. In the long run of the battle, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got it won at this point, basically, but I'm trying to sweep. So yeah, misplay doing that, but that's alright. Now, obviously, he can't do it again, so I'm going to go for Giga Drain, and that's going to be Slowbro down. Both his special threats are gone. And now he's down to Hitmonlee and Aegislash, neither of which can really hurt me that much. So that's cool. So at this point, he's going to go ahead and bring in his Hitmonlee. What I should have done here is went for Protect, knowing Fake Out was coming, but I wasn't thinking about it. Obviously, that was what he was going to do. I was thinking he doesn't have his normal gem. It's pointless, but obviously it's not. So now he actually switches out. My initial thought there was that he wanted to switch back in and fake me out again. So that's fine. And I'm going to set up Leech Seed as he switches into Aegislash, which I always like getting a Leech Seed up on a switch no matter what I'm using it on. Always able to do some solid damage, and I can always protect off and switch out if it gets to be a problem. So anyway, again, I know this is a physical set, so I know there's not a whole lot he can do to me here. He's actually going to stance change right away. At this point, I was pretty sure he was just trying to wear me down. And he goes for Shadow Sneak. Really, it's not going to do much. Even, like I said, +6 probably does like 40% or something. Unfortunately, the burn hurts me here. I actually thought, why the hell did that do so low damage? But then someone reminded me that I was burned, so it probably would have killed after Leech Seed if it wasn't for that. But that's alright, it's not a big deal. So I'm still just trying to wall out here because the burn's starting to kill me. He's going to go for King Shield here, which is fine. I mean, there's not much I can do when he uses it, so I think I went for knockoff again, yeah. So I get that attack drop. Really unconcerning. I have no point to use it anymore, really, except for to kill this Aegislash, and that's really not going to be a problem after Leech Seed wears him down as much as it's going to. So for the greater part of this battle, I've been hovering around 50%, but that's what Ramen does. He's really good at maintaining his HP. So I'm going to go ahead and protect up here, because I kind of figured he was going to go for some kind of attack at this point after he already King Shield. I didn't think he was going to want a Swords Dance. He was getting too low. So he goes for Sacred Sword instead. That's fine. And unfortunately, he's going to live this Leech Seed with a little bit of health. And I think he even is able to live the next one with a little bit of health too. But I know at this point, no point in me for protecting. So I might as well go for knockoff. He does just go for Sacred Sword instead of going for another stally attack like King Shield. And it takes me down to like 33 HP. So I'm going to kill him with knockoff. And this is where it turns from like your initial sweep into me trying my ass off to sweep. So burn actually takes me down to 8 HP, which is holy crap. So he brings back in Hitmonlee. Now I know Hitmonlee is going to use Fake Out. If I stay in and protect, I'm going to die to burn. So I just switch out to get that regenerator boost. I switch into Tentacruel to take the Fake Out. The point here was really just for me to sack so I could get the regenerator boost. And yeah, this makes it not really a sweep, but it is 6 kills with Ramen, and I was really trying so hard. The whole chat, you know, the whole stream pushing for me to get that regenerator boost and get the 6 kills. So I bring back in Ramen. I'm at 77 HP after regenerator. He goes for close combat, and this was the most annoying thing in the match. 2 HP. Holy crap! I cringed. I cringed there. Now, Hitmonlee actually surprised me here. A little bulky after that attack. It only takes about half, so I'm going to get a lot of my HP back, but obviously, especially after burn, not quite enough to live it, so I switched out last time, I think, with 8, and this time I got like 22, so I know I can live another close combat. I'm going to bring in Subwoofer. He actually made me mad. He went for Stone Edge and got the miss. I wanted him to close combat and kill me. And I didn't want to attack because I was afraid. I know he'd outspeed, but I was afraid he wasn't going to kill me for whatever reason. So I just switched into Pterodactyl or well, I call him Pterodactyl, but it's obviously Aerodactyl. And close combat actually one-hits me, which proves that Aerodactyl has very little bulk. But that's neither here nor there, especially in this battle. So Aerodactyl goes down. That's 2 deaths for me. I'm not even concerned at this point. The whole point of this entire thing was to get Ramen this final kill, because he had earned it. He's going to go for close combat again. I'm going to survive with 11 HP. And now he's like -3 or something from the close combat. So I know at this point there's nothing he's going to do to live it. So 1 more Giga Drain. This was actually my last Giga Drain, fun fact. So I finished him off with the last one. And that's Hitmonlee down. And that's a Ramen sweep. 6 kills with Ramen. In case you're curious, my set is relaxed nature, so I can hit hard with both knockoff and Giga Drain. 252 defense, 252 HP, and yeah, he's got Giga Drain, Protect, Leech Seed, and knockoff. Very good Pokemon. Regenerator ability makes him really annoying to kill. Very good physical wall. I take so much with him, as you saw. Mammoth Icicle Crash barely does 50%, and then that big root, not always the common item. You can run other stuff on him as well, but you know. But anyway, guys, I had a great time with this battle. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch the video. I really do appreciate it. If you like the Ramen domination, go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done it as well. And if you haven't checked the live stream sometime, make sure you check us out at www.twitch.tv/xChrisCobain. There will be a link in the description below. I will see you guys in the next video.